Granny's, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
I dog is Lum. I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, jot 'em down, store. This is Lum and Abner.
Now, let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, Pine Ridge Synthetic Rubber Corporation has indeed fallen upon dark days. For Grandpappy Spears, the only person who knew the secret formula for making the rubber, fell on the ice yesterday, and now is a victim of amnesia. And the unfortunate vice president in charge of mixing and cooking is unable to remember the formula or his name or anything else. As we look in on the little community today, we find Abner in the Jot 'em Down store and library. He's talking on the telephone.
And a bucket of lard. Is that all now, Miss Blevins? Mom? Oh, yes, Mom, I reckon it is the truth about Grandpap. Well, he don't recollect who he is or nothing. Don't even recognize me and Lum. You heard what? Uh-huh. Well, I do know. For the land's sakes. Yes, Mom. Well, I guess it is.
Say, Abner, did you know...
Well,
excuse me.
I believe that must just be just some gossip, though. Yes, Mom. I hadn't heard it. All right, Miss Blevins, I'll get your groceries over to you sometime today. All right, much obliged. Goodbye.
Morning, Abner.
Oh, morning, Lum. Say, Lum, Miss Blevins said that she heard that Grandpap went out of the house last night and never come home again.
Well, that's the truth.
The truth? Well, how could it be? Me and you taking Grandpap home yesterday and put the bed on the sofa there ourselves.
Well, I know we did.
And we stayed right there with him till after Doc Miller had been there and left.
Yeah, but it was after that when he left.
Oh.
He must have waited till his woman Charity went to sleep and then got up and dressed and snuck out of the house.
Well, I do know. Now I reckon what he could have went to.
I can tell you that, too.
Huh?
He went over to Sister Simpson's boarding house and got himself a room over there.
Sister Simpson?
Yes, sir.
Well, whereabouts you find that out?
I got that direct from Sister Simpson.
For the land's sake.
Run into her on the street on my way to the store just now.
Well, I do know. Got himself a room over at the boarding house, huh?
Yeah, he must have figured he's in a strange house when he's at home. Must have thought Charity was a strange woman, so he just got out of there.
Well, that's right. He don't even recollect that Charity is his woman, does he?
No, he don't recollect nothing about it.
No, that's right, yeah.
That amnesia is funny stuff, ain't it?
It must be.
Just draws a curtain on your past, what it does.
Yeah.
Then as you ought to saw Sister Simpson, she was buzzing with excitement. She thought she'd got herself hold of some juicy gossip.
Gossip? Yes.
She thought Grandpap and Charity had a fight or something, and they was busting up, maybe even going to get a divorce.
Didn't she know about him having amnesia?
No, but after I told her about that, she said that she thought he did act sort of peculiar.
Why, of course he does.
Said he appeared like he didn't hardly know her at first and nothing else.
Well, I do.
Acted more like some stranger than Grandpap, she said.
Poor old feller. Well, I reckon one of us better go over to the boarding house, Lum, fetch him over here, or take him home one.
Well, he ain't at the boarding house now.
He ain't?
No, Sister Simpson said he left there now.
Left?
Yeah. Said he's going out and look the town over. Said if he liked the place, he might settle down here.
Settle down?
That's what he said.
Why, he's lived right here in Pine Ridge for over 40 years.
Yeah, but he don't know that, Abner. He thinks he's some sort of a town feller.
Some sort of a town? You mean a big town?
Yeah.
What town do you think he's from?
Well, according to Dick Huddleston...
Has Dick seen him?
Yeah, Grandpap stopped in there this morning and tried to buy some snuff.
Snuff? What? He don't use snuff.
He does now, I reckon. Anyway, according to Dick, he thinks he might be from Toledo, Ohio.
Toledo?
Yeah.
Well, what makes him think he's from there?
Don't ask me.
He's never even been close to Toledo or Ohio, neither one.
I know he ain't. And here's something else. He thinks that maybe he's either a feller named Davis or one named Davenport.
Davenport?
Yeah, Buster V. Davenport, he calls himself.
Where in the world did he ever get such a name as that for himself?
Well, it seems that when he got up this morning, he seen that name DVD in the label on his underwear, so he figures that must be his initials, so he made up that name to go with it.
If that don't be so. So I wonder he never give his first name as Fleeced Line or something like that.
Dick said Caleb Weehunt come in the store there, and Grandpap walked up to him and said, "How do you do, sir? I'm Buster V. Davenport of Toledo. Nice little bird you got here."
Little bird?
That's what he said.
Oh, he thinks he's some great big city feller, huh?
Boy, likely.
I do know. I know this Lum. You don't reckon that Grandpap's just sort of pranking us, do you?
Pranking us?
Why, sure, he might be just putting this whole thing on just to scare us or something. Might be doing this to show us how important he is in the Synthetics Rubber Corporation. Long as he's the only one that knows the formula for making the rubber, why, he might be just trying to show us that we can't get along without him.
Well, that's the truth. We can't.
Well, no.
Without him, we ain't got no rubber or nothing else.
No.
We ain't even got no corporation, I don't reckon.
He might be just doing this to get to be president of the company or something, too.
No, I don't think Grandpap do nothing like that.
You can't tell.
Besides, you hear Doc Miller say he actually has got amnesia. You hear that yourself.
Yeah, that's right.
And I know Doc wouldn't tell no stories.
Oh, no, he's honest as he can be, old Doc is.
No, this is the real thing. And we got to study up some way to make Grandpap get his memory back.
Yeah, got
We
to.
don't know. I don't know what'll happen.
Well, no tell.
Without that rubber, we can't increase our trucking business to where the state government will let us keep the truck line.
No.
Then they'll ride it through Big Fork, and Pine Ridge will just dry up and blow away. Then Grandpap can go back to Toledo.
Doggos, he sure got everything to where we never will get it straightened out, I'll say that for him.
Just got to get his memory back. That's all he has to it.
Well, how in the world are we going to do something like that, Mom?
I don't know. Doc Miller said that that's something that's been baffling doctors and scientifics for millions and millions and thousands of years.
Doggos, that's a long time. He'd think they'd have catched on to it by this time, wouldn't he?
Doc says sometimes seeing old familiar things would bring back their memories.
Familiar thing.
Yeah, like, say, for instance, if Grandpap would see his favorite book, that almanac laying on the library table there. He might just pick that up and start reading it absent-minded like, and all of a sudden he'd recollect who he is and everything.
Well, I do know. Well, here, let's find him. Get him to read the almanac then. Always before, I couldn't stand to hear him read that thing out loud all day, but if it'll cure him, I'm for it.
Well, I don't know for sure whether that'll work or not. It's just something we can try, though.
Yeah, try anything. I'm for it.
Doc told another interesting case about where a feller with amnesia heard some piano playing one day, and all of a sudden he jumped up and said, "Hi, Granny, that's it. I'm a piano player."
Oh,
And
yeah.
rushed over there and sat down and started playing the piano.
He did.
According to Doc, he did.
For the land sakes, well, let's get Grandpap over the church. Let him play the piano. I'd love to hear it. Oh, me, I bound you he'd be surprised to know he can play the piano all of a sudden, won't he?
Wait a minute, Abner. I
I
never said
almost wished I'd get amnesia so I could learn to play a piano. There's something I've always wanted to do. Would just love to play the
Abner,
piano.
that don't mean you can learn to play that way.
How?
That was just one special case Doc was telling about. It wouldn't work for Grandpap, nor for you, neither one.
Wouldn't, huh?
Of course not.
Oh, well, I don't reckon I want to get amnesia then.
Just between me and you, Abner, I figure the best thing for us to do is to hit Grandpap a good whop right on top of the head.
Hit him?
Yeah. Or push him off of something so as he'll land on his head.
Well, now, I don't think you ought to be mean to him, Lum. It weren't his fault he got amnesia. He never meant to fall down that way.
I know it weren't his fault.
Doc Miller said that what Grandpap needed most was rest and quiet. So I don't believe you'll get anywhere being mean to him, Lum.
I ain't being mean to him.
Well, I wouldn't say it. Hitting a feller on top of the head was exactly being nice to him. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Lum Edders, picking on an old feller like him.
I ain't trying to pick on him.
Now, if you want to fight somebody, I'll fist fight you anytime you want to, Lum. But I ain't going to stand around and see you beat on poor old Grandpap.
I wasn't trying to beat him up. I just wanted to bring
You
his
should at
memory.
least wait till he gets well before you jump on him. He's sick, Lum. He's got amnesia. He needs rest and quiet. That's
I
what he
know
needs.
all that.
For all we know, he might be laying down beside the road somewhere. 2 weeks ago. Might be dying right now for all we know.
I know he's weak and all that.
Poor old feller. Laying there wasting away. Not a friend in the world.
Why, he's got friends.
Well, not since he's become that Buster V. Davenport or whatever he called himself. Nobody knows him by that name, Lum, and he don't know nobody else.
Oh, that's right.
And you know him. Grandpap don't make friends fast neither, Lum. Poor old weak, lonesome feller. No friends, no strength, no nothing. Poor
Oh,
old
for
feller.
goodness sakes, Abner, stop carrying on and answer the phone.
I feel too bad about Grandpap to talk to anybody,
don't
Lum.
be silly. Pick up that receiver.
All right, I don't think I'll be able to carry on, though. Hello, jot him down, store and amnesia. Library. Abner Peabody doing the talking.
Jar it out of his head with a stick of dynamite.
Mom? Oh, just a minute, I'll call him. It's for you, Lum. She said she wanted to talk to the Justice of the Peace.
Justice of the Peace?
Yeah.
Who is it?
I don't know. Said her name was Millbank, I believe she called herself.
Millbank.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I think that's that new woman that's staying over there at Sister Simpson's boarding house.
Oh, is that her name?
Yeah.
I couldn't recollect it.
Here.
Yeah.
Hello. Justice of the Peace speaking. What do you want, ma'am? Yes, I do, but I'm feared I'm too busy to do any marrying today.
Better do it, Lum. We can use the $2 to buy flowers for Grandpap.
Oh, you want a loaf, huh?
Oh, fella.
Well, all right. Come up to the store, then. I'll preform the ceremony. Better give me your names and addresses, and I'll have the license ready for you. Yeah. Abner, write this down.
Oh.
All right.
Get a pencil.
Olive Millbank of Pine Ridge.
Olive Millbank.
All right, and your husband, vacuum cleaner salesman.
Back, that's an odd name. Vacuum cleaner.
No, I mean his name and address. Huh? Oh, my goodness.
What is it, Lum?
Buster V. Davenport of Toledo, Ohio.
Ah.